imagining that Trundle will probably make a resurgence given the buff to the Cinderhulk.
7-14.
Things like this Sejuani have come back.
Nice sidesteps from Septid, who has been very impressive laning. He's going in real aggressive.
Yeah, the heal's already being used as there's a flag and drag. First blood for Malrong as Everett
would make him basically a pick champion and maybe allow some of the other items to come in, but it would be unlikely. Okay, flash missed from Songwon.
Yeah, that's not going to quite find anything at all as there's a double knockup from Malrong. Big shockwave in there as well, but Septid's still going low, gets the command protect, but Songwon's able to pick one up as there's actually the Rend that grabs the kill onto Lava. Mid lane is
corrupting potion charges before minions spawned, if you remember. Maple, well, good old MSI, and without any items, still going to look for a gank.
Yeah, still has the ultimatum, and there it is. Malrong now just throws down the Cataclysm. So many zones that this Trundle cannot get out of.
The ability to turn on the front line will be the big story in this game. That's about the split pushes.
Yeah, cute little knockup comes in, but they know that there are 4 members down here towards the bottom side. Ella in trouble, wants to battle dance, gets the Fate's Call, wants to find the knockup as the Weaver's Wall working out here just a little bit. Heal comes in and Songyun is able to find another kill. Hookshot doesn't find a wall or anything like that as Kiin will jump himself in there. Subjugate down now as the Camille trying to get himself out. Throws down the ultimatum, but he'll just die, and Lava is able to pick up that kill. Actually, the gold lead is somewhat increased for Everett, even though they are able to move themselves over. Massive fight towards the bottom side of the map. Stun comes down, and that's Songyun picking up yet another kill. Ella should be a follow-up here as he's trying to quickness out. Uses the flash, but immediately flashed after.
Game 1, we mentioned that Songyun and Kiin should be able to outskill Duel and Ella on the 2v2.
Oh,
speaking of outskilled, we see it
turning it around. You can see Shy with actually a gigantic gold lead towards the top side, but let's have a look at this one again. It was pretty expertly done.
Songyun just owned up the scenario. Basically, you could see that Duel was relying on Ella to hit the grand entrance on Songyun to be able to slow down the engage, but he Featherstormed
himself down towards the bottom side. Featherstorm still on cooldown for another couple of seconds as the Fate calls.
We're going real hard.
There's the knockup. Grand entrance comes down. All of the CC. Shockwave. Malrong grabs the kill into Songyun immediately, and Jewel is gifted the one on the support key. Kiin, in trouble on the top side of the map. Throws down the ultimatum as Shy underneath this turret.
Stunned.
Really good stun as Shy's getting kited. Happy birthday, you have fallen down as Kiin wins the 1v1 under the turret.
He's just happy to close ground because even if he doesn't EQ for damage, they've got the shockwave to try and do the maximum damage in fights.
Okay, they're actually looking for Septid here as Malrong just assumes that his mid laner is dead. He's going to head back home. And
must be some killing on the top side, I guess.
Yeah. Goes up, must come down. Now Shy's in trouble. Fate's Call actually comes in immediately after the quickness, which looks hilarious. But Shy, able to get a lot of that health back now as well. I don't know when.
Yep.
He'll probably build it at some point, I guess, as Lava looking for Septid once again. There's a 2-man shockwave, but he gets knocked back, and there's no mana here. Does his very best to move himself out of the way, but you're right, good exhaust here by Shy as well. They want to start off a fight. Everett know exactly what's going on. Malrong wants to jump himself in there.
He's 2 levels up as well.
Oh my goodness, but it's going to be ROX peeling this one off. It makes a lot of sense as Kiin jumps over. They're looking for Kiin. He's going to be able to flash his way out, and I'm not sure whether the heal's going to be enough, but my god, he's doing some damage. Lava.
That healing is important.
Okay. Or even right now, Shy's actually able to get a decent amount of damage. That's a huge chunk though. As, look at this, the Baron has been started up. Remember, they've got Jewel, they've got a lot of damage to secure this.
Shy doesn't have teleport, that's why they started it. No TP on Shy.
Yeah, Kiin can make his way in. There's the turn now. Teleport coming down from Everett. Decent work done as Jewel untouched in the backline as Kiin doing some stuff that he can, but I mean, someone's going to get taken down for free. Going to get anyone over the wall as Kiin now looking to start a fight here onto Shy. Decent damage coming in as he throws down the Subjugate, but remember, there is an Executioner's Calling sitting on Kiin. It just doesn't seem to matter though. Kiin is still just trying to kite him away. Weaver's Wall comes in, ultimatum's there, and I believe Kiin should actually be able to just picks up the solo kill. They should be able to get the maximum, as you would say, Papa Smithy. There are tons of sticks in this Baron buff. I don't think a smite's going to mean anything as the Rend does come in. There's the 2-man shockwave, Cataclysm on top of it. So much. The Rend set's now to come in as it's Septid that gets a well-deserved kill. And Kiin, he's just not even dead.
Time was the macro play to also compliment. We're going to see the replay here. We open up and Shy doesn't get burst instantly like we saw in the previous engagement. And I think that might be because he didn't space out his Qs, because the burst that we saw at the end was so much bigger. There's the second one. Kiin's buying time. The Weaver's Wall comes in, uses his movement speed to get out, and then the burst at the end. Almost thought he was baited by how little damage the first second Q did, because by the third rotation, it was certainly killing people. We missed this, as during the second part of this fight, it was all about the Baron, as, yep, one EQ does 2/3 of Lava's health, and of a birthday present goes 0-2 against a team you should be comfortably beating.
Ella not as comfortable now as the Glacial Prison does come in, and he's just destroyed. Go towards this Baron, but Shy does make his way back. Kiin just so much damage, can just ignore the Trundle.
Still a level lead for Malrang. Let's see if this turn comes. They kind of have to.
Yeah, Lava going to move in off the backside, can throw down a wall to make things difficult.
They should kill the control wall.
Yeah.
It's giving him vision.
Okay, he's just going to jump his way forward. That's going to be the easy steal from Malrang. Not quite sure what was going on in the heads of ROX, but Septon is going to be taken down. There's still Jewel, though, doing a bunch of work off the back end, and Malrang may even flash his way.
Picture, we see the solo kill as well.
As the game is possibly getting lost here, as Malrang should be able to stop Ki from getting back to base. The Nexus turrets are falling down now, as Kiin, in such an incredible series for him, as Jewel sacrifices his life to win the game, as that is the Nexus falling, and ever 8 winners. Beautiful macro play towards the end, secure.